Alrighty guys, so today I'm going to do my February favorites. I cannot believe February is already almost over with. I'm doing my favorites a little bit early because I feel like I have quite a few items to talk to you guys about, and I just filmed this look and I wanted to film another video for you guys because I can't get enough of this look. So this video for this look will already be up on my channel. It is the get ready with me using products that I never reach for, so I will link that down below for you guys. But anyways, let's get on to some products that I've tried in the month of February and just some opinion things. I also have a couple like regrets and I have a random book. I don't have a ton of like fashion or anything for you guys this month. I feel like that's gonna be kind of every other month or so. Same with music, but anyways, let's move on. So let's get into some makeup products. So first thing is I tried these new Ecotools sponges. Now, okay, I like these sponges. They aren't my favorite sponges in the world, but I do really like these sponges enough to mention them in my favorites. Now, the only thing is I talked about in multiple videos, this one's the bigger one and then this one's the smaller one. I talked about this in my video that when you already have eye makeup on, it's hard to get around the bridge of your nose with these sponges, but these sponges are literally perfect for baking. So that's what I've been using this sponge just like every day when I put on my foundation, and I do really like it. This big flat edge makes it super easy to just get all over your face. But this little guy, this one is like what I feel like the little under eye beauty blender should have been. It's a little bit bigger. It's not so like itty bitty tiny, and this flat edge is just freaking perfect for setting your under eyes. So a lot of the time I'll just take, you know, like my Real Techniques diamond sponge and this one into the bathroom and wet them both at the same time. Use one for my all over foundation, or I'll use this one for all over foundation, just whatever sponge I want to use that day. And then I'll take this one as well and use it to set my under eyes, especially when I want like bulletproof makeup. What I've been doing, which incorporates another favorite product, is I've been taking actually the pale creamy shade, as you can see. So I talked about this in my NYX favorites video, and I don't think I had hit pan in my NYX favorites video, or at least I didn't hit pan as hard as I hit pan now. So that goes to show like how much I've been using this color. You can buy them individually, and I definitely plan on doing that because I have been taking that on this and setting my under eyes and kind of in a triangle motion to brighten and set that area, and it looks so flawless and bright and just like beat to the gods. It looks amazing. So I've been really hyped on doing that, and I'm actually really sad that I hit pan on that NYX contour shade or highlighting shade because it is so good and it keeps me matte. It looks poreless like porcelain. It is so freaking good. So these are definitely good sponges. I really love the small one, and if you're somebody that likes baking, I would definitely pick these sponges up because they make baking so easy. The next product I want to talk about is the Tartist Pro Glow To Go palette. So they have a Tarte Pro Glow palette that's bigger and it's like twice as much. This one's only like 23 bucks, which is why I picked it up. But I didn't want to buy the full size one just because 2 of the 4 highlighting shades would be too dark for me. And then they have this powder contour shade and a cream contour shade, but I wouldn't use the cream contour. So this little guy had both the highlighting shades that were going to be light enough for me, plus the powder contour shade. And these are just so nice. I have been using these all month. I love the size of it. It's super convenient. The highlight shades in here are just bomb and gorgeous. This one's a little bit more subtle every day, just kind of glow from within sort of highlight. This one is like banging highlight, like highlight. And then this contour, it's a little bit warm, but like it's a really good neutral, slightly leaning warm like bronzer for my skin. It's definitely a bronzer, not a contour, but it is still a really nice bronzer. And like I said, this thing is only 23 bucks. I 100% think it's worth it, and I definitely wanted to pick it up just because when I'd mentioned the Tarte Shape Tape in my previous favorites video, I forgot where I mentioned it, but I mentioned Tarte in one of my videos. I think it was my last month's favorites, and a lot of you guys were saying like, oh, I'm really glad you use like Tarte. And so I've been trying to, like, I realized that I do tend to pick from certain high-end brands, so I was trying to kind of expand my horizons and try out some more stuff from other high-end brands. So I definitely want to try to do that more, and so that was kind of my effort, and that went really, really well. So I'm gonna keep buying that. I need the Tartist palette, the like eyeshadow palette. I need that in my life so hard. That's definitely gonna be something I'm picking up soon. Okay, next I want to talk about the new Physicians Formula Butter Blush, and this is in the shade Plum Rose. I picked up both shades. I'll talk about the other one a little bit later, but this looks like nothing in the pan. Like, I for sure thought that I wasn't going to like this. This is the lightest blush in existence. That's one thing I will say about Physicians Formula, is they suck unless you are fair, pale, white, Caucasian. Like, they only cater to Caucasians. So that's really, really shitty, because as we know, there are more than just Caucasians in the world. So that's really shitty that, like, unless you're my skin tone, you probably won't be able to wear this blush at all. That's really shitty. But if you are my skin tone, this is an awesome mauve nude blush, and it's again one of those blushes that's gonna be good if you're like me and you don't like a lot of blush normally. It's a really, really good everyday blush. And then I picked up the other color, but this one is actually a regret for the month. This one, I feel like if you are like more tan or deeper in complexion, you could use this as kind of a subtle highlight. Like, look at that. It's actually really pretty, but it just, maybe it's because, yeah, like when you swatch it, like, can you guys even see that? It doesn't show up on my skin tone, like hardly at all. I heard Kathleen Lights talk about this one. This one is in the shade Natural Glow. So natural you can't even tell it's there, like literally. Again, I feel like if you're a little bit deeper, you could actually wear this as a highlight, but this one just didn't show up on my skin. I think it's just a little bit too close to my skin, and it's not pigmented enough to where, like, I was literally like putting it on and putting it on and putting it on, and there was like a little bit of a natural glow, but like not. These are like $12. They're kind of expensive. I got mine BOGO free, so like thank God. But yeah, I just didn't like that one. Okay. Oh, this is definitely a favorite for the month. I snapped about this. This is a sweater that says Princess on it. How freaking extra is this sweater? I found this at H&M, and I just, like, I'm a person that really, really loves ridiculous things, like just things that are just absurd and stupid and weird. So of course I fell in love with this sweater. I just thought it was so extra and so, like, kind of funny, because, like, if you know me, I'm not like a princess, you know? I'm not like, yeah, I'm a princess, treat me like such. Like, I'm not like that. So I just thought it'd be really funny. I also thought this would be a really, really funny sweater to skate in. And it's really nice. It's nice and kind of thin, so you can wear it as a shirt without like dying. But and the pink and the black, like, this reminds me of like Avril Lavigne, you know, like old school Avril Lavigne, which is, I think, why I love it. Anyways, that was a random tangent. Let's get back on to makeup items. So the next are a couple brushes that I picked up from Ecotools. So this came in a highlighting and contouring set. I can't remember. I'll find the name of it and like leave it here or something, but it came in a set, and I believe it was around 15 bucks, 12 or 15, but these are such nice brushes. I have a different Ecotools fan brush that's a little bit older. I would say this one is just a little bit less dense, and this one is a lot more dense. Like, this one would be a good like contouring one. This one you could contour with, but it's just a little bit more flimsy. I've been loving this one to apply blush or to apply a more natural highlight, like everywhere, all over, like more heavily on my face. And then this one is just a great bronzer brush. It's really nice, and it's not super, super dense. It's a little bit more fluffy and soft, and I like it because it's good if you have like a really, really pigmented bronzer, or maybe if you're fair in complexion and you don't want to apply too much bronzer. This will be really, really nice. It really allows you to control how much bronzer you're putting on on, or blush. You could totally use this for blush too, but it really allows you to have control as to how much powder you're putting on your face. So it'd be really, really good if you have something really, really pigmented and you can just tap it off and just brush it really softly. It's really, really nice. You do kind of have to build stuff up with this brush, but I like that fact because again, it makes it so you don't go like way too ham right out of the gate. So I've been trying to use more Ecotools brushes just because they are an awesome, affordable, cruelty-free, and vegan line of brushes that are affordable at the drugstore. So I've been trying to kind of buy some of their new stuff, and obviously they've been coming out with a ton of new stuff. Like these are new, the new sponges are new, so I'm really excited to try more because I love these two. They're so soft. They feel like Benny. Yay! Okay, next are a couple Wet n Wild items. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. This came out with their Wet n Wild Photofocus line, and this is literally the tiniest mascara in existence. Like look how itty bitty it is, and I thought this might be a dupe for the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, which before I went cruelty free was my favorite mascara for years and years and years. It's not, but what I love this for is to apply mascara when I'm wearing fake lashes that I don't want to get a lot of mascara on, like my Kiss Foaming lashes that I've been obsessed with all month and last month. This is just an awesome mascara because it allows you to really just get it on your natural lashes without getting it all over your false lashes. This is also a really amazing lower lash mascara. It takes a couple coats, but once you put on like 2 or 3 coats, it makes your lashes, your bottom lashes, look extremely long and thick but still natural. It doesn't make your lower lashes look really clumpy. So if you're into kind of the natural but still long and thick look, the not clumpy look, you would really, really like this mascara. And then next is an oldie but a goodie. This is, well, not super old. It's actually one of their relatively new products. I think they came out with this last year, but this is the Wet n Wild Highlighting and Concealing Illuminating or Illuminaughty Highlighting and Concealing Pen. I'm in the shade Ivory Into You. This is like one of the concealers that I'm wearing today. This I just like re-picked up because I was like, oh yeah, like I like that stuff and I hear people talk about it all the time, so I just figured I'd re-pick it up. I don't necessarily like this for under eyes because for me it doesn't give like that full enough of a coverage to cover my dark under eye circles, but I love this for all over the face because it gives you enough coverage to cover those blemishes on your face while still being really, really lightweight and undetectable. You know how sometimes if you put concealer all over your face you can like see the concealer spots, you know what I mean? This doesn't do that. It really melts into your skin really nicely. I love this for just like brightening and concealing. Duh. But just on like everyday makeup days, I love it so much, or for like full-on makeup days and using this all over my face, and then like my Tarte Shape Tape on my under eyes. It's just a really awesome concealer and it's super affordable, so I highly recommend you guys picking it up if you haven't tried it already. Okay, I'm kind of jumping the gun on this. This isn't necessarily a monthly favorite, but it is in the sense that I'm really, really excited to play with it more. And it is the new Makeup Geek foiled lip glosses, actually. I did a get ready with me using a couple, like using one of the colors, and I swatched a couple of them. And then right now I'm wearing a nude lipstick that is Raquel by NARS. And then I put some of the foiled lip gloss in the shade VIP just in the center. It's so pretty. This one is definitely the one that I want to use more. It's just a beautiful nude, peachy, reflective gorgeousness. It's just like a peachy nude, but it has that like foiled look to it, and it just makes your lips look so plump, and it's such like a really girly, pretty look that I've been really into actually lately. Which I feel like, you know, girly lips are not something that I normally get into. I don't wear a ton of gloss. I don't wear a ton of like pinky shades, you know what I mean? But this shade, for some reason, like I just love it. It's nice and pale, but it's not like crazy pale. And the foiled look just gives your lips the most juicy, luscious look. And this formula is really, really nice. It's thick and kind of tacky, but not like crazy tacky, but the tackiness like makes it last a lot longer. Like these literally feel like a liquid lipstick. Like they have that kind of moussey, kind of thick consistency as if they would dry down like a liquid lipstick, but they're a gloss. So this is definitely, I've been loving this color and I can't wait to try more. And the packaging is so pretty. Like this cap has like ombre, like this gunmetal purple shade that ombres to glitter at the top. Ugh, I'm really, really excited for this shade in particular, but there's a couple shades. I might as well just talk to you guys about them. So this one in the shade Vinyl, I'm super excited about. It's like a taupey gray color. I can't wait to use this in a tutorial. I swatched this on Snapchat and I was so excited about it. And then I can't find the other one right now, but the other one I'm really excited about is called Acoustic, and it's like this beautiful deep kind of plummy red with literal glitters in it. So I definitely can't wait to use those, like work them into tutorials and like do looks around those colors, because I think those colors are so unique and pretty. Okay, last kind of makeup item is actually the Evolvh Aqua Beauty Primer Mist. So I tried this on camera for the first time, and I will say this sprayer is not good. I literally have to hold it arm's length apart, like tilt it upwards, and then wait for it to fall down, like, and then just wait for it to mist onto my face. It has a kind of like, it kind of smells like sunscreen or like baby products, but this is really, really awesome. This is the closest thing to Fix Plus that I have found since going cruelty free. It is amazing for pigments, like wetting your brush like to apply pigments, and it's amazing for setting your face when your face just got a little bit too cakey, like when you just went a little bit too ham with powder. This sets down your makeup really, really well. It doesn't like make your makeup last longer, but it just kind of settles it all down and melts it back into the skin. It makes it look really, really pretty. I think if you have a dry skin, this would be an awesome primer mist. I've only tried it as a primer once. My foundation did go on really smoothly, which is nice, so maybe I'll try it more, but I'm always afraid with like hydrating products that they'll make me oily if I use them as a primer, but I might have to try that more. But so far, that is the closest thing to Fix Plus that I have found since going cruelty free, and it's like $6. Holla! Okay, so I have one disappointing product, and this isn't necessarily this month. I've been trying it the past couple months, and it is the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. Now, okay, so this is a good foundation, like it's not bad, but I just like, I'm probably not gonna rebuy it, and I definitely think there are better foundations. So the main thing that gets me about this foundation is the smell. I don't even want to open it up and smell it right now, because it straight up smells like paint, like lacquer paint. It smells horrible, and it just makes me feel like I'm putting something I shouldn't be putting on my skin. It does give a decent coverage. It does keep you matte, so if you don't mind strong smells and you have oily skin, I would give this a try, just because you might like it. But it kind of sat on top of my skin a little bit. It didn't smooth out my pores. I have a problem with my nose having a lot of texture, and it just emphasized the texture. So this is just not something I've been reaching for, and every time I do reach for it to give it another try, I'm just kind of like, I wish I would have tried a different foundation today. So it's not bad. I'm just like, foundation is my thing, so I'm very, very harsh on foundations, and when I find a good one, I love it. When I find one that I don't love, it quickly goes away. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update. Again, it does last a really long time on your skin, but like, nah, it's just not something I'm in love with. Sorry. Okay, only a couple more items. The next is a shampoo from the brand Evolvh, and it's Evolvh with an H in it, so I'm assuming the H means hair. I'm assuming. I could be totally wrong. So I got sample sizes of the Ultra Shine Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner, but I do like the conditioner, but I'm just so in love with my Pacifica Coconut Power Conditioner that like nothing really compares to it. But this shampoo is so nice. It's vegan, paraben free, sulfate free, so it's color safe, which is good because, you know, mama's got some hair color to her hair. I only have been washing my hair about every 5 days, and this does a really, really good job of keeping my oils at bay, but also keeping my hair hydrated. I am trying to grow out my hair, and I did like just recently cut off all of my dead hair, so I've been really trying to find products to really keep it healthy. This stuff is expensive. Like, I bought a 4-ounce bottle. Like, I love this stuff so much that I bought the full size, which is 4.5 ounces, and it's like 25 bucks, so it's kind of expensive. But my thought process is like, I only wash my hair every like 5 to 6 days, so it'll take me a while to go through it, but this is just a really, really awesome conditioner and I've been in love with it. And then if you guys have been following me on Snapchat and like if you've been watching my YouTube videos for the past couple, actually a few weeks, couple months, because I talked about nails in my last favorites video, I have been obsessed with press-on nails. Like the Kiss acrylic press-on nails, I'll put a picture of them here, I have been in love with. I found a stiletto style that I was wearing in my last video. I only wear them for about a week because at that point they just start to bug me. I don't like acrylics because I pick at my nails and like I want them off pretty quickly, so the press-ons are nice in that I get to have long nails for pretty much as long as I want, and then I can just soak them in warm water and just pop them off without having too much damage to my nails. So I've been in love with the Kiss acrylic press-ons. And this color, this is the nail polish that I was wearing in my last video, in my giveaway video, and in my like get ready with me using the new Wet n Wild products video. This is the Wet n Wild One Step Wonder Gel in Lilac A Virgin, and it's a beautiful like pale purple. This literally looks like pastel goth purple. It's beautiful, and this is extremely opaque. Like usually milky soft colors like this are really streaky and not very opaque, or they're too opaque and too like thick and chunky, but this is like the perfect formula, and they're only like $5. They stay on your nails really well. I have worn this like not this color on bare nails, but I've worn this formula of nail polish like on my bare nails, and my bare nails are brittle and just crack really easy, so nail polish comes off of them really easy because they peel and crack so easy, but this really lasts on your nails a really long time, and I love this color so much. The last thing I have to talk about is actually a book that I'm reading for class. I'm a sociology major, and I'm taking a sociology class on race and ethnicity, and we are reading the book Racism Without Racist by Eduardo Bonilla-SIlva. If you are at all interested in race and ethnicity studies, I would highly recommend picking up this book. He is actually like a pretty well-known sociologist. He kind of explains this new type of racism, or like kind of this modern day type of racism called colorblind racism, and just kind of explains it and kind of debunks why people say all lives matter versus Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. I don't want to get like too into it, but it is a very interesting book, especially if you are not a person of color, because it gives you that perspective as to like really understanding why the things that he's saying are problematic. So it's a really, you definitely have to go, if you're not a person of color, I would definitely say you have to go into it with an open mind, because a lot of people, you know, my professor said that he had a older white woman walk out of his class after like reading the first chapter of this, because she was just like, no, you're like, this book is just calling me racist, and this book is just like condemning everything that I know, and like it was kind of crazy. So it talks about white privilege, and it talks about all of these issues that, you know, people of color still have to deal with today, and it talks about it in kind of a modern frame and like what is happening now. So again, if that's something you're interested in, I highly recommend this book. I think is a fantastic book, and I'm really glad that I was forced to read it for class because I really enjoy it. So again, bring in a little, you know, social justice warrior here into my makeup channel. Anyways, so that is all that I have for you guys today. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!